Unmute Lauren. So, right, so welcome everybody to the BEdHons Inclusive Education. We are very, very excited to be launching this program, and we're very, very excited to have our first orientation welcome session. I hope that you can all hear me and that you can see me. You are welcome to switch off your videos if your bandwidth is not so good for a few minutes. But this is going to be a very interactive sort of get to know one another kind of thing. It's going to be fun. We're wanting to see you, to meet you, to chat to you. And this session is also about teaching you how to use the platform Zoom, because most of our online live sessions will be hosted through Zoom. We plan to have a lot of guest speakers and webinars as part of our modules. And so it's very important that you get comfortable with being on screen, with talking, and with engaging online, right? So I'm Avivit Cherrington. I am the program coordinator for the BEdHons. I'm also going to be your lecturer for the module Historical, Philosophical, and Social Perspectives of Inclusive Education. Yeah, my background, I'm actually living in Port Elizabeth. That's where I'm based. I used to be at Nelson Mandela University. My research interests are teachers as agents of change and hope, transformative research, and yeah, I'm really, really excited to be coordinating this program and to kind of go on this journey with everyone for the next year and a half. And so now you can put a face to the name. You will get all my contact details, and I'm sure we'll have lots and lots of conversations moving forward. So yeah, I move on to Lauren so she can introduce herself.
Okay, hi everyone and welcome. Avi and I are very excited to be part of the Honours program. Just to give you a little background about me, I live in Johannesburg and I joined Stadio in January this year. Previously lectured at Wits School of Education, BEdHons Inclusion, Masters Inclusion as well. And I've done quite a lot of research, and I've worked on a lot of projects in terms of inclusive education. I was one of the first people. We did a huge rollout program when White Paper 6 was first developed in the early 2000s, so I'm giving away my age. And we trained all the special schools and the stakeholders and everybody in terms of what the White Paper 6 is all about and what the CS document is all about. I've also done other projects like working in a full service school and developing teachers, and I'm very passionate about inclusion. I've had honours students, I've had master's students who have done research projects, and I'm just really excited and passionate about the field of inclusive education. And what I'm going to be lecturing you in this first part of our course, there, you know, that we've got the two programs running parallel. Mine is the philosophical and the theoretical underpinnings of inclusive education. And on my site, I will also publish and post all my contact details, etc. And I just look forward to working with every single one of you. And I wish you all the best with your studies.
Right. Thanks, Lauren. So now you've seen the two faces that you're going to be interacting with a lot more. And so as we move into finding out who you are and having you introduce yourselves, I just want to point out for those of you who don't know how Zoom works. So if you just scroll with your mouse down to the bottom or with your finger on your phone, if you're on a phone, although I'm seeing most of you on screens, you'll see that there's a mute button and then it says stop video, right? So the etiquette is usually that when someone else is speaking, we mute our own microphones so that if the cat's meowing and the children are screaming and whatever's happening outside, we're not all disturbed by it so that the person can speak clearly. And then when it's time for you to speak, we will wait for you to unmute your microphone. So you'll often hear us today say, so please don't forget to mute your microphone, right? It's just part of learning how to use the Zoom, right? So that's the first thing that I want to show you is how to use the mute button, okay? So as we go around and introduce ourselves, I'm going to share a screen with you of a little picture, and it's called the blob tree, right? Okay, are you all seeing that? Okay, so what I'm going to ask is that you put your video on when it's your turn to speak. So we're going to go one by one. I'm going to wait for you to volunteer and just put your video on, introduce yourselves, just like Lauren and I did. Hi, my name is Sansa. Where are you from? Just anything interesting about yourself. And then look at my block tree over there. If we're on this journey, we're climbing up this BEdHons tree, right? Which blob kind of represents you today? Starting on this magnificent journey to get to that guy right at the top. How do you feel? Where are you in your journey? Excited, terrified, not really sure, climbing, falling? Where are you? Okay, so have a look. There's no right and wrong. Let's just have fun. Yeah, and let's get started. Who wants to go first? And note that if you don't volunteer, I'll volunteer you. So rather volunteer. Anyone? Introduce yourself, your name, where you from?
I'm happy to go.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. My name is Catherine. I am based in Durban. I finished my teaching degree with Embury before we grew into Stadio about 4 years ago, I think it's been. And I have 2 children. I have accidentally signed up for a UCT course that will run halfway through this one as well. It's just going to be fun. But I thrive under pressure. I currently work at a nonprofit organization that specializes in early intervention care and stimulation of visually impaired children. And that's what led me to pursue my honors in inclusive education. And thank goodness for this tree, because I think my journey so far in terms of inclusive education and where I find myself now starting the honors, I am either that little dude who's lying on the floor with his arms folded. Yeah, that one. I'm either there, it varies. I'm either there on a bad day, or I'm that little guy who's got his back to us and he's kind of just sat out on his own branch. But I think I'm there more often than not. I've got this joke at the center that I'm the only person who's crazy enough to believe in what I'm trying to achieve. And I have found myself in the sector that I'm in to be incredibly alone in my endeavors, and very much having to turn my back on what is currently being done in order to be successful in what I'm trying to achieve. Because if you go with the flow, we kind of end up in this machine of negative repetition. So I think that's where I'm in between those 2 little guys, because it gets hard and then you fall off the branch and then you land up on the floor and it's sort of like, why am I even trying to do this? And then you sort of find your way back up the tree, if that makes any sense. But that's me. Before I carry on too much, I don't think there's anything else more interesting I can add.
Wonderful, sure. Thanks, Catherine. So you bring a wealth of on-the-ground experience that I think is going to be so beneficial to all our discussions. And I'm glad that that's all right. You're still there and you're around the tree, and hopefully this program will help you get the courage to turn around and, put your own flair on your climbing up the tree. I hope so. I look forward to see where you progress when we next visit this blob tree. So thank you and welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Yeah, who's next on our tree? Okay, am I seeing on my screen? Emma Wayne, how about you? Welcome to the program.
Hi. Oh, sorry.
Hi.
I'm Emma and I live in Cape Town. I graduated last year, PGCE, foundation phase, and at the moment I'm working in a Montessori 6 to 9 environment. Yes. Oh, and who I am on the tree.
Where are you on the tree?
I am the one that's being lifted up beginning the climb because I'm still new to all of this.
Oh, wonderful. Well, that's an awesome place to be. Look at you all going and climbing up there. Brilliant.
Trying.
That's exciting. Thank you. Yeah, and I like the fact that you're bringing in the Montessori perspective, because I think a lot of what we're going to be doing in this program is looking at multiple and alternative education systems, you know, and I think especially where we are in this current day and age, we have to start thinking out the box and we have to start being more critical. And I think that's wonderful that you bring in that perspective. So I'm really looking forward to having you on this journey and climbing up that tree. So wonderful and welcome. Thank you, Emma. Who else am I seeing here? Bianca.
Hi.
Hi.
So my name is Bianca and I live in Durban. I just finished my degree with with MBA with MBA at the end of last year. So I'm excited to carry on studying. I've always wanted to do my honors. And I'm currently teaching in a private school, and I teach grade R up until 12 o'clock, and then I do grade 1, 2, and 3 for Afrikaans and English from 12 to 2 every day. And inclusive education, what attracted me to that is that in one of our teaching practice, we did a special needs school. And it's just, those children, there's just some that you just want to know more about them and how you can help them and how you can teach them. And I think that this would be the way forward in doing that with our honors. And in terms of the tree, I think I am the guy singing on the branch at the bottom. I think I still have a far way to go, but I'm pretty optimistic and excited to see where this goes.
Wonderful. So you're right up there above Catherine, hey? Just don't let go of that rope. Well, welcome, Bianca. So, yeah, so you know the Embry way. So you're moving with us as we grow into Stadio, School of Education. So welcome to the program. And also, yeah, coming in with a very interesting perspective so that we can look at what is happening in the private schooling system versus the public schooling system.
Yes.
So, wow, we've already got, you know, just with 3 members of this group, we've already got such a vast amount of knowledge and expertise coming in, which is just so really exciting, right? So wonderful. Welcome, Bianca. Right. Who else do I see on my screen? I see Kavashni. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Zoom is new to me, technology bound. I studied at Varsity College, wrote my exams through UNISA. I've been teaching for the past 18 years. I've seen this program being offered at, through Facebook, and I was interested in it because I wanted to improve my knowledge and to grow as an individual. I'm excited because this is a new institution. It's a different way of teaching that is online, which is new to me because everything is like hard copy. And I think it's going to take me a little bit more time to adjust in terms of technology wise. But I see myself at the bottom of the tree climbing up, and it being my first step, and getting to learn more and share ideas and to become a better individual. Thank you.
Wonderful and welcome, Kavashni. So I think this online learning is new to all of us. Even the ladies there from Embry, they, I'm guessing, did the contact learning. They didn't quite do 100% online distance. So, you know, and the fun thing with online is that, you know, you just kind of wing it, you know, you go with the flow. There's a silent face behind all of this called Darren, and he plays with all the stuff and he makes it happen. So yeah, we just go with it and we'll all get into it. We are very aware that many of us are new to the technology, and so I promise you we're going to scaffold every step of the way. We have a lot of tutorials, we have a lot of support systems in place, and you will find out all about those things to assist you on this journey. So like, we're all finding fun things to do, and then we bug our IT department that we call Delta Team. Well, I call them that, but and we bug them with all these exciting new things, and every now and again we'll pull out some amazing new thing that we found somewhere, and we'll all get very excited about the gadgets. And I promise you, within a year and a half, you're going to just be talking techno like all of us. So welcome to the program. Who else can I see? Genevieve. Welcome.
Hi. Well, my name's Genevieve, and I'm from Durban. I graduated from Embry in 2008, and I've been permanently employed in a primary school from 2009. But I had actually wanted to pursue the honors. At that time, it was through UNISA, and Embry was offering it. But I didn't take the plunge. So I have two little kids. One's a toddler, is 17 months, and my boy is 7. So it's kind of a scary thing for me to do this right now. But I feel I'm that little blob there at the bottom being helped up the tree, because I'm finally taking the step in furthering myself by doing the honors. And I've just always had a passion for wanting to help kids that have special needs. I've always been drawn to them, and they've always just been drawn to me. And even at school, I find that a lot of the teachers will send the kids that they feel have the special needs. They'll send them to me, and they're like, "No, you're the one that can help them." So I'm very excited to go on this journey. I'm very excited to do this, because after 12 years, I'm finally doing it, and I can't wait. I really can't wait. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Genevieve. And we're very excited to have you on the program. And I'm so pleased that you hung in there for like 12 years, because I promise you this is an awesome program. Lauren and I have worked solidly to really put together something that I think you're going to enjoy. It's going to be relevant, it's different, and it's going to really engage you. And I'm pleased you ladies coming in with kids into the program, because it means we all have test subjects for all of our practical work and experimentation. So if schools continue to be closed, at least we know that amongst the group, we can pull together enough little people to be able to work with. So that's wonderful. Thank you very much, Genevieve. Right. Okay, so who else am I seeing on my screen here? Kaylin. Kaylin, are you there? I'm not seeing a video, but I'm seeing a name. There we go. Hello, welcome.
Hey, hi, good afternoon. My name is Kaylin. I did my BEd through CPUT in the Western Cape. I currently teach grade 3 in Cape Town. And if I have to choose a blob, I'm going to choose the gentleman standing on the wooden plank, the happy chappy one. That's me.
Wonderful. Sure. So you're already standing there watching everyone. Awesome. Okay. And you said you also work at a school?
Yes, I'm a grade 3 teacher in a Vekordia school.
Okay, wonderful. Well, welcome to the program. And we look forward to having you on board. And yeah, just let's all get up there and join Kaylin soon, right? So thank you, Kaylin. Okay, so I'm not seeing names here. I think there is somebody called 99208. I can't see a name. Do you know who you are?
Hello.
Yes, hi. Who's that?
Hi, I'm not sure how Zoom works.
Okay, so if you scroll your little mousey down, you should be able to see a tab coming at the bottom, and it's got a little microphone, it's got a little video. Can you see that?
Yes, start my video.
Yeah, click your video and we'll see your face.
Okay. Is
There
it
we
working?
go, it's starting to come. Is it?
Success.
It's working?
Ah, yeah, there we go. You jumped onto a different screen. There you are. Hello, welcome.
Okay. Hello. My name is Sunil. I graduated from Embry about 6 years ago. I'm currently teaching at a special needs school. Can you hear me still?
Yes,
Sorry.
we can hear you perfectly
Okay.
well. Welcome, Tennille.
Okay. I'm currently teaching at a special needs school in Durban. Especially, we specialize in children with autism. And I just felt like taking on this journey to develop myself. It took a lot of courage to finally get to do it 6 years later. I just felt like I needed to take that step. I know someone did mention it as well. A mother of 2 children, 9 and 3-year-old. I'm a bit nervous trying to take on that challenge as well. I was a bit nervous even joining this group. I thought maybe they would be banging on the door just now screaming and everyone would be disturbing this meeting. But yeah, with regard to this picture, being an educator, I'm foundation-based trained, but I'm currently teaching grade 4 at the moment, but my learners are not actually at grade 4 level. They're still at foundation-based level, considering their special needs and having to cater for them, in the classroom, including them with the whole inclusive, environment and teaching them. It takes on a lot. And I'd say with the picture, climbing up the tree, I'd say the one where he's reaching out to the other little guy there, because we're all trying to help each other to try and cater for our learners, and trying to find ways to help them and develop them, socially and in this world out there, so that they can just feel like they belong and make it out there one day. Yeah, I hope that makes sense.
Wonderful, Tennille. Makes perfect sense. And I'm pleased to see that you're on our tree and you're joining us. And for everyone, so now we know Tennille's the one you reach out to when you need some assistance in your study group. She's the one who's reaching out and helping everyone up the tree. So I'm pleased to see you and welcome to the group. And thank you for joining. You see, it's not so scary. We're all here. And the funny thing is we're actually all ladies in this cohort except for Warwick, who's going to be joining us. So, this is life. Life happens. We're all working from home. We have kids. We have things. So please don't, don't feel for anybody in the group, don't feel that that becomes a bother or a nuisance to anyone. We all flexible, and it's part of education and learning and studying, right? So, yeah, if we got kids running around, I saw that Genevieve was showing her little guy. Awesome, So, yeah, so that's how we all come together, and we'll all grow and learn and just share with one another. So welcome to the group, and we look forward to engaging more with you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, who else? I've got Shanae. Are you with us? Shanae Jonathan, there you are.
Hi.
Hello, there you are. Welcome.
I don't even know if y'all can see me.
We can see you, we can hear you.
Hi guys. Wow, Zoom is just, my screen is blank. So okay, sorry. The Zoom thing is really new to me, but I feel like I'm probably the guy that's falling off the tree. As you can see, everything seems like a big mess right now. But yeah, so I'm Shanae, I'm from Durban, and I've qualified probably 2 years ago at this point. I've been on a contract basis, and due to COVID and parents not paying school fees, I've been laid off. But yeah, so that's why I feel like the guy falling down. But yeah, things will get better. But yeah, thanks, guys.
Super. Well, welcome to our Tree of Hope, Shanae. And you've already passed your first task. There you go. You've seen yourself on the screen. You've found the video and the mute button, and you're with us today. So that's brilliant. Step number 1's already there. So welcome to the group. Welcome to the team. And we look forward to engaging with you some more. Who else have I got? I'm trying to look across the screen. I've got
Thanks.
iPhone, but there's no name there. Hello? Who have I got there? Because there's no name. Anyone that is still left out? Yep, you. Hi. Yes, you're sitting in the car with a mask. But it
Hey,
doesn't give the name
everyone.
at the bottom. Hello, they
But
welcome.
yes, hello, but I cannot see you. It's like on my screen you're there at the corner.
Can you see the blob tree?
Yes, I can see. But it's waiting. It's busy loading. It's going. Sorry guys, I couldn't I'm actually planning my daughter's birthday, indoor lockdown birthday. So I'm running around. That's why I'm in the car.
No worries.
Yes, I had to join the meeting in the car because I'm running around trying to gather her things together. Thank you for welcoming me. I'm Nontobeko Kuzwayo. And my other name is Felicia. I studied at Embry, graduated in 2015, and now I've decided to do my honors because I'm planning to also do my master's and my doctorate. So, you have to also do your honors to get higher, as I've just mentioned. Hopefully, I'm excited, very excited, because I've been going around looking for a school to do my honors. So I was happy when I found out that Embry is opening doors to honors. Now they're doing honors. So I'm very excited, as I love studying. It was like a long gap. I've been waiting and waiting. So finally now they've done it. So I'm happy that I'm also doing it with them, as I also did my degree with them. So I'm used to the way they plan their studies and everything. So that's why I opted for them to do my honors too. So I'm excited, guys. Yuppie.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Nontobeko. We're so pleased to have you. And I can't tell you how excited Lauren and I are as well. So lots of excitement happening here. And we'll figure out, we do have an app for our Moodle, so we will show you how you can. So for everyone, if you're feeling at sometimes you won't be able to access things on a laptop for whatever reason, know that all our material will be accessible on smartphones too, right? So we have got that option, and there is an app. I'm learning it, so once we learn it, we'll show you how it works so that you will be able to engage better, right? So good for you for joining, and I hope your daughter has a wonderful birthday.
Thank
stick around a little bit because we're going to do some more. So Lauren, I think everybody, I don't think I've missed anybody, so let me stop the sharing. Okay.
All right, so Avi, should I go into doing the Zoom bit? Should we start that?
Go for it and do your activities. Yeah. Thanks, Lauren. Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Will you just unshare your screen, Avi? Have you done it so I can share mine?
I have unshared.
I have you. Great. Wonderful. All right, people. So the next little part, we're going to just orientate you to how to use Zoom. I hope you can see my screen. So if you have a look, it's just one way of when we're doing a webinar or when we're doing a discussion, and it's also to deal with the netiquette as well. If you want to ask a question or raise your hand, or we ask you for a yes or a no, or we want you to actually engage with us, you might send us a little text. This is the navigation of how to work. So if you have a look, I'm looking at the little black square first, rectangle, I should say. If you have a look there, you'll see in our meeting today and our webinar, we've got 25 participants, so it shows you. Then you'll see you've got the chat bubble, there's the share screen, there's the record, and there's the reactions. So what I want you to look at now, and you can even just see, if you go onto that reaction one and you click on that, you would see a thumbs up. Okay, you'll see those icons there. Okay, and you'll also see a hand icon there. So you can use that when we are having a discussion. We're going to do a little icebreaker with you just now, so you can look at that. Then if you look at the participants here, if you go to that one and you open that up, on your side screen, it would be, depending on where you're sitting, it's on my right at the moment, it might be on your left-hand side, depending on which orientation you're at the moment. You'll see all the participants of the meeting there. So what you see at the bottom there, you should see this, where you'll see this white strip. It's also got an option for you to click more. There's even a coffee cup, and there's a wave and a clap as well that comes in there as well. And you probably, most of you are probably more adept to the technology than we are as well. So you'll learn this quickly. And you see how you can raise a hand. So if, for instance, there's a, we're discussing something in a webinar and you're not sure and you want to raise your hand and ask a question, you're most welcome then to do that. And then the host of the meeting will be able to see that and they will respond to you. There's also the yes and no that you can use there. Or you can use, as I say, going down to the black at the bottom, you can also use the reaction as a thumbs up, meaning you understand, you're clear, you're okay. And then the chat feature. If you click on that chat feature, you'll see it opens up again. You'll be able to actually type in something. So what I'd like to do with you now is I'm going to do something, and don't worry if you don't get them all at the same time. We'll go quite slowly. I'm going to just ask you some questions, and if I say to you chat, it means I'd like you to put something in the chat column, just a short little thing. You don't have to give us a whole SMS message, 2 or 3 words. So let's just work through this and see if you manage, and hopefully I've made it quite interesting, so it will give you something just to motivate you and spur you on. So my first question I'm going to ask you is, and you may use the, as I say, the yes or the no, or you can use the reactions for the thumbs up. Did you send an email to somebody this morning? Okay, so there you see, I can see on the screen now as the host that Avi has already put up her little thumbs up, so I know that she has. All right, so you'll move with that as we go on. Okay, let's look at the next one. How many of you speak more than 2 languages fluently? Okay. There I see Genevieve, you've raised your hand. So you see how as the host then, we can also see. And the rest of the participants can also see. Lovely. Let's look at this one. Are you missing going to
Sorry,
gym?
can you maybe unshare your screen so we can see all the people? Otherwise it's hard to scroll up and down.
Sure. Yes,
Brilliant.
there we go.
That's easier.
Yeah, here's another one. Are you missing going to the gym during lockdown? Okay, so you see how you can see on the screen there, and it's great. It's a lovely way of getting participation as well. Here's another one. Do you own a purple item of clothing? Yeah, I can see Genevieve has purple, Kaylin has purple, Avi has purple, Shantae has. Great. Okay, now we're going to start with some that you put in the chat. So now I want you to use the chat option. So remember, that's, oh, and I see I've already got somebody who's put in the chat option. That's awesome. Oh, Avi has to welcome us. All right, here we go. I want you to tell me now, are you a tea or coffee person? Okay. Aha, lots of coffees, a few teas there. That's fantastic. All right. Here's another one to put in the chat there. If you could learn a new skill, what would it be?
Tree climbing, maybe.
Yeah, tree climbing is one. Anyone want to add there? Nobody's adding a new skill. Nobody wants to learn a new skill. Zoom would be one. There we go. Ice skating, great. Coding, playing the piano, multitasking. Yes, Catherine, I think we all are very good at multitasking, especially at the moment where we're living in the new normal. All right, here's another one. What was your favorite rock band 10 years ago?
Silence.
Yeah, silence. There we go, Lincoln Park, right?
Oh, Blink 182. There you go.
Okay.
Nice. We're
Right.
seeing who's getting the hang of this. Who have I not seen here? Kavashni, how are you doing? Are you managing your chat there? Can you find it? Shanae, can you find it? I'm not seeing you on the chat.
Sorry to disturb. Can I ask a question?
Of course you may, Taniel. Go for it.
How do I get a name for Zoom and not a number?
When you set up your Zoom, so when you got the meeting, you'll have a little cog for settings, and you can put like a profile picture, you can put an avatar picture, you change your name and all of that. So you can put whatever you want to put on your settings, right?
So it's got to be an app. Do I download the app?
No, it's where, you know how when you clicked on the link that we sent you, I don't know if you clicked on the email or the WhatsApp, and it opened up the big Zoom, like a blank Zoom page, and then it says, do you want to join a meeting?
Yes.
Right. So, Darren, am I correct? Yeah. So on that page, you will see on the right-hand side, there's a cog, and you will set your own profile.
It asked me to enter in something, and then that's when I typed in the number, the sign-in number.
Yeah, so that's the meeting room. Darren, what are you saying there?
Using a mobile device, it'll give you a space to put in the meeting ID, and then just below that where you would put what you want to be known as in the meeting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate renaming yourself. So if you wanted to, you should be able to rename yourself right now. So if you just basically on your name, I'm not too sure what it looks like on mobile right now, but you'd be able to rename yourself if you wanted to from the participant list.
From the participant list.
Yes.
Okay, so Taniel, so if you go to the right-hand side, if you've got the little participant list there, I think that's what Darren is saying, and you click on the more, and you can edit you can rename, and you can edit profile pic. Can you all see that? So if you all go to where the list of participants are you with me? So remember, Lauren showed you at the bottom, you click the little icon that says participants, it should tell 12 people. And this list of names comes up on the right-hand side. And if you find your name, then you will, it's got a little blue mute, and then it says more with a little arrow. And if you click on more, it says rename and edit profile. So you can rename, you can type your own name or whatever your princess name is. And if you edit profile, then you could put a profile pic. Are you all following me? Where's the thumbs up? Thumbs up if you're following me. Hey, thanks, Catherine. Yeah, Genevieve. Kavashni, you got it? Brilliant. Taniel's still looking for it. Darren, does the participant list come up when you use a mobile phone?
I'm actually going to join via my phone right now.
Brilliant.
So exactly what they're saying, and then I'll be able to direct you to where you'd be able to change it. So you're going to see a little robot at the bottom somewhere. That is.
It's so awesome to have a Delta team, I can't tell you. Right, so you see, Kavashni, this is how online works. We just figure it out as we go. Yeah? Okay.
Mobile, if you are seeing, you should see more participants share audio in your video. If you tap the screen, that will come back. When you then tap on participants, your name should be right at the top.
So I see Taniel's figured it out.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
On the arrow, you're able to.
Ntobeko, are you figuring it out? How do you put your name there instead of iPhone? Are you driving at the moment? Brilliant. Okay. So are you figuring out how to change? Because we've just got iPhone written at the bottom. So see if you can figure out how to change your thing and put your name in.
Let's ask you to unmute.
iPhone.
Okay.
It's not a laptop.
I know, so we're teaching you how to do it on your phone. Tingle's also on her phone.
So at the
Right now, at
if
the,
you
at
tap on
the bottom. Okay, let me try.
Mm-hmm.
the screen, and then you tap on participants.
Okay, why is the screen so black?
That happens sometimes.
I'm not sure why it's like being black, black, black.
So what I actually think will help you out is we disable your video.
Okay.
It'll help with bandwidth. So with your video off, you should to tap on the screen, see the participant, more, etc. at the bottom.
Okay, can we try that?
So then you go to participants,
Mm-hmm.
and then your name should be right at the top.
Okay, okay.
Tap on the little arrow on the right, and then you can rename yourself.
Okay. Can you remove me? It's not going away.
What's not going away?
I thought he said he's gonna cancel my video so that I can
Your video's off. We can't see you.
Okay.
Mm.
But now I can see you.
You can see us. There we go.
But that would be the usual process on mobile.
Okay.
Right, I see someone joined us. Hi, Dad. I can just see Jadzia. Welcome.
It's my spell Bianca. My second name is Jadzia.
Sorry, there we go. You're all changing names. I'm totally confused the hell out of me. Okay, there we go. Okay, brilliant. So we've all learned some new stuff. You know how to thumbs up. You know how to change your name and do all of that. Yeah, so there's one more thing we really want to do with you today before we finish, and that's to show you how we break away into our breakaway rooms. Yes.
Sorry, Avi, can I just mention, I see on the profile there, some of you messaged me privately with your responses. So when you're looking at the Zoom group chat, just look at the bottom there. Before you type your little message in, make sure that it's checked on everyone. Otherwise, if it's not, just click on that little half tick that's downwards, and then you'll see, and then make sure you tick everyone in meeting. So I see some of you worked it out, others didn't. So that just means, but you still can use that option. So say, for instance, we are having a webinar and you want to say you need to leave early, or there's been a problem or something, of course, then you can use the private option as well. So, but just when we're doing a group chat, yes, thank you for putting that up. Just make sure it comes to everyone. But certainly, if there's something you don't want to disclose or something that you want to discuss with us on a private thing, of course, you can use that option as well. Thanks a lot.
And of course, you can chat to one another. So while we're having a lesson or a discussion, you might figure out, oh crap, Catherine, did you do this work? I can't remember doing that. And you want to chat to her quickly. You can engage in those chat sessions with one another while we are doing. That's how interactive the session is, right? So instead of passing notes from the back of the class to the front, you simply change your setting. Make sure you change it to the person and not to everyone, because then obviously we all see what you're saying, right? So, yeah, so Darren, you're going to put us into breakout rooms in a minute. What I want you to do is, what this thing does is that it basically, you'll see the screen go blank, so don't panic. And it pops you out into a little room. And there's going to be 3 of you. It randomly puts you into these little chat rooms. See who's in that room. You're going to have, let's make it, we don't have a lot of time. So should we make it about 6 minutes? And you know, greet the person who's there. And I want you to each share one thing that excites you, because you're all very excited. So one thing that excites you about the BEdHons and one thing that absolutely terrifies you. Okay, so you'll see a timer at the top. And when the time's up, it's going to pop you back into the main room. Okay, so everybody ready? Hold your breath and see on the other end. One thing that excites you and one thing that terrifies you about the program. Okay, Darren, put them into the room. 3, 2, 1, Darren.
The rooms will start in any second.
Am I not waving my wand fast enough? Okay, and Darren will put us in the breakout rooms now. There we go. Thanks, Darren.
Okay.
Why is Shanae still with us?
Shanae still needs to join her group. That's it. I'll just move her over.
Okay, if
there we go.
Okie dokie. So now the people watching the recording, are they seeing us? Are they seeing the rooms?
They are just seeing each other in their rooms.
No, I mean the people are going to watch this after the fact, the recording.
Yeah, they'll see this recording at the moment. Nontebeka is back. And
when she's figured out how to change her name, well done to you, Nontebeka. Here we go.
So now you'll just need to join your room.
Click join room.
Okay, let's move you to another room and just move you back into your original. So you should have a join button somewhere. She's still connecting.
Still connecting. Okay, so if this is not Thursday and you're watching us after the fact and couldn't join us, then hopefully we'll have another session where you can introduce yourselves, but I will open a forum on the Moodle during orientation that you can introduce yourselves and meet other people. So I'm sorry you're missing out on this. Click join room.
Are you able to join the room?
I really like that mask. It's very like futuristic. Does it help with steaming up the glasses buttons? Okay. It's almost like apocalyptic mask thing there.
So Nontebeka, you have a Shanae and a Genevieve waiting for you in your room, in your breakout room.
So how does she join it? But Genevieve's just wondering what's going on here. How does this work?
Okay, now Genevieve is joining me. I must join her in my breakout room.
Yes, there we go. Go join her. There we go.
In case you haven't seen the breakout room screen, have a look at what it looks like in my screen.
Yes.
So once you've created breakout rooms, that's what you'll see. So you'll see if someone hasn't joined a room that they're supposed to be in, it'll round about just here, it'll say move to a room, and it'll say that. So I can put you guys into any one of the rooms right now. As the one that made the breakout rooms, I could join any room to pop in to see what they're talking about and then leave the room. And we also have this option of messaging everyone. So if there's something you'd like to say to all groups in one go.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's you send it there.
So if you say, okay, you've got 5 minutes left, I could broadcast that message to all of them so they'd know they'd have 5 minutes left.
Okay. Brilliant. When do we close the session? In 7 minutes, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Will it switch us off at 5 o'clock exactly? Will it do the usual?
With the meeting, because it's from this webinar account, we could keep going.
Okay, so if I'm a minute or two later, it won't go and then stop.
Take us out now.
Okay, perfect, because that's the worst thing. And then I haven't explained it to them, and then it's the worst.
When they arrange meetings amongst each other using Zoom, they'll see that in the top left-hand corner, it'll tell them they've only got 40 minutes left. Or their meeting can only be 40 minutes.
Yeah.
3.
Yes, that's usually what happens in our meetings.
You know,
We aren't special people that we have extra time.
I also have a basic account. I know the feeling.
Should we pop into their rooms, Lauren, and see what they're up to, just to scare them? Okay. Can you randomly throw us into rooms, Darren?
Okay, checking you into
Thank
room.
you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Just be aware, everyone is muted as they come back from the break room.
Okay, are we still waiting for more people? I'm anything 6.
Break room 3 is still going at it.
Yeah. I was there and they hardly noticed me. So let's work our thumbs. Did you like that? Did you enjoy it? Was it just way too scary or was it fun? Hey? Emma's looking a bit shocked there. No. Wonderful. There we go. You see all the fun things we can do, and you thought this was going to be boring. You thought you were going to get on board for the next 6 months, switch off your video, tie back your hair, sit in your pajamas and read some boring inclusive education books, and boy, are you going to come in for a surprise, right? This is going to be a really, really interactive program. We've got a lot of expertise sitting around the table here. Everybody comes in with a wealth of knowledge and expertise and experiences, and we really, really look forward to sharing all of that, right? Education is not just what's in the books. It's about the knowledge that is outside, it's out there, and it's about sharing it and then connecting it to your lived reality, right? And that's really important. So I'm just going to finish off by just giving you some information. We start our formal orientation on Monday, and it's also online. So most of you would have heard by now about Moodle. That's the ECI Education Connect. What is it? Education Connect and Interact, I think. Yes, there we go. It's calling it ECI Moodle, right? And that's where everything's going to be. That's where all your learning events, content, readings, everything's going to survive on there, right? And so is your orientation. So there's going to be a pack. There's going to be different things for you to read, to engage with, activities, videos to watch, things like that. It's going to show you where you can access the various supports, right? It's going to show you just the basics of research to brush up on some of your academic writing. And there's going to be a section there to brush up on your inclusive education, right? Policies and things that we want you to be up to scratch with. So please go and engage. You have 7 days. So as I say, it's going to open on Monday morning, and it will be open until Monday, the 10th of August. Our very first formal learning event will begin on, will be uploaded on the Tuesday, right? So we will always be loading our learning events on a Tuesday, and you have a week to engage with the learning events. But you will see all that information on the orientation pack. It will give you an overview. Please, when you start the orientation, first thing you go to is the welcome. There will be a few welcome messages and some information about Stadio School of Education. There's also a questionnaire there. Please, please, please complete that questionnaire as soon as you can. It's very important for us to know who you are. We've already learned that some of you have kids, have family commitments, have work. And so we are trying our best to structure our program so that it is convenient and it is accessible to as many of our cohort as possible, right? So by us understanding what your learning styles and preferences are, by us understanding what your time availability and commitments are, we can better work as a team to make sure that we as lecturers are available with, and to make sure that the learning content does not overwhelm. And then we make all our discussion forums at times where it's bedtime or something for most of you, right? So it's very important, please. The first thing you do is you watch a welcome and do the questionnaire, and then work through the orientation at your own self-paced, right? So you engage with the different things. It will give you badges, it will show us that you've been on there, and it's just building blocks to get you started and ready for when we kickstart our formal learning events next week. Okay, on there you will see my contact details, you will see Lauren's contact details. You have a dedicated email address for the honors program if you need any support or questions. So if you are stuck, if you're not sure about stuff, please start communicating with us. From between now, you don't have to wait for the learning event if you have questions or things that you're not sure about. Okay, so that's it really from us. And I hope that you've enjoyed the session. Thank you to everybody that joined us live. I'm glad we learned some names, we learned some faces. And we're already sort of like one step up on that tree in terms of understanding how to do Zoom. And to those watching this as part of the orientation who couldn't join us, I look forward to meeting you all in future discussions and sessions and our first webinar. And yeah, that's it really. So have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And thanks very much for joining our brand new BEdHons Inclusive Education program. Thanks everyone, and thanks Darren. Okay, bye.
Thank you, bye.
Bye.
Enjoy your evening, everyone.
Cheers.
Thanks.